What do we have here? A lonely little royal wandering the gardens without a guard to watch them. You're a pretty one, too. You should be more careful. Didn't your parents tell you what happens to pretty little royals who wander around without their guards? Especially when there are dragons nearby. It doesn't really matter. There's not a guard in this castle who can stop me. Every guard in this castle combined wouldn't be enough for the Dreadbringer Deimos. Don't kill you. Oh, you stupid little human. I'm not going to kill you. If I wanted you dead, I would have turned you to ash before you had a chance to scream. No, I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to take you. So there were guards watching you. You miserable little insect. If one guard with a crossbow is the best your parents can muster, I'm surprised you haven't been stolen already. Oh, no you don't. You're too late. I've got your little royal now. Careful, humans. If you swing those swords at me, then I'll have to fight back. And when a dragon fights back, things tend to go up into flames very quickly. You wouldn't want your precious little liege getting caught in the crossfire, would you? I doubt your rulers would be very happy if they did. And it would be a pity to survive a fight with a dragon, only to lose your head to an executioner's axe. That's what I thought. When your precious royal majesties ask what happened, tell them it was me who took their child. Tell them it was the Dreadbringer, Deimos. And tell them they had better send their best if they want them back in one piece. That was too easy. And here I thought the Royal Guard was supposed to be the best in the kingdom. I can commend them for their loyalty at least. If I told them to let me burn them alive in exchange for your life, they probably would have stood there and let me cook them in their armor. That would have been boring, though. I wouldn't squirm so much. You don't want me to drop you, do you? It's a long way down. That's what I thought. By all means, though, keep screaming. I'm curious to see how long you can keep it up before you scream that pretty throat raw. I'm taking you to my den. Where else would I take the newest addition to my hoard? You heard me. I've been watching you, little royal. And I've decided that out of every heir to the throne from a dozen different kingdoms, you're the one I want to take. You should be honored. You ask too many questions. If you still have enough air in your lungs to ask them, then you're not screaming enough. That's better. Keep screaming, little royal. I want them to hear you all the way back to my den. I want them to hear just how terrified you are. Welcome to your new home, little royal. What do you think? Does it suit your highness's taste? Oh, I get it. You're speechless, aren't you? I should have known. My hoard's enough to make any human. Damn it, not yet. You're lucky there's not really enough room in this cave for the both of us. So I'm going to change into a form that's a little less terrifying for you. But don't think this means I'm any weaker. You seem surprised. I don't blame you. Not many dragons can shapeshift like this, but it's as easy as flying for me. Now do us both a favor, and get up. I'm going to show you around your new home. And don't bother trying to run. Even if you were fast enough to escape me, there's nowhere for you to go. Now, over here is... Hey! You may be pretty, but you're not very smart, are you? I told you not to bother. The cliff is completely sheer from here to halfway down the mountain. There's nowhere for you to go unless you're hiding a pair of wings under those fancy clothes of yours. I thought not. You would have flown earlier if you had them. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you couldn't have flown with them tied up in all that fabric. Maybe you keep your wings folded away because you're too scared to stretch them. Is that it? Do you just need a little encouragement? Come on then, let's see you fly. Looks like you don't have any wings after all. I'm surprised you were able to scream that loudly after how much you screamed on the way here. I never get tired of doing this. The expressions humans make when you fly them into the air and drop them is priceless. I've eaten deer that looked less terrified. As fun as that is, though, it's the only warning you're going to get. If you try and run a second time, I might just let you fall all the way down. Or I might not grab you so gently. If you grab a human's arm or leg too roughly when you drop them, it can come out of the socket. And that's if it stays attached. You had better understand. And you had better be grateful I'm in such a good mood today. Put you down? Are you going to make me? That's what I thought. Remember, you do what I say, unless you want to end up burned. Now how about I get back to showing you your new home? This is my hoard. It's impressive, isn't it? I bet even a royal like you hasn't seen this many gemstones in one place. Over here is where I keep the things I've collected from humans who've tried to slay me. Whatever didn't end up as molten scrap, at least. It may seem small now, but I'll be adding more to it soon. A lot more. Back here is where I sleep. If you behave, I might let you take a closer look. I'll probably be sleeping more in this form, since I don't want to swat you with my tail when I sleep. But my senses are just as sharp as they are normally. I'll wake up if you try anything while I'm asleep. And here is where you'll be sleeping. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this too rough for you? Are you not used to sleeping on anything that isn't covered in silk or satin? Get used to it. You're lucky I thought to save this sheepskin at all. It would have been easier to just eat the sheep whole. But I thought sleeping on stone might be too much for you, and your delicate royal skin. You should be thanking me for my kindness instead of whining. Why am I doing this? Isn't it obvious? I'm tired of hoarding gems and coins. I wanted something new. Something much more valuable. Something only a dragon would be worthy enough to take. Why do you think dragons started taking royals like you in the first place? You're the future of your kingdoms, more heavily guarded than any treasure. If you disappear, so does the royal bloodline. Especially if you don't have any siblings, which I know you don't. Not to mention, you're so valuable that other humans will come after you. Strong humans. They'll try to take you back, which means I'll get to fight them. Don't act so surprised that I'd want to fight them. Do you think I'm weak? Of course you wouldn't understand. Humans don't understand anything. Any fledgling dragon with a little luck can find a hoard. It's keeping that hoard that proves a dragon's strength. Every human who comes here is just another chance for me to prove that I'm the strongest dragon in the kingdom. If they do kill me, then I never deserved this hoard, or you. But they won't. There's not a human alive who's strong enough to defeat the Dreadbringer, Deimos. Which means you'd better get used to this new life, little royal. You're going to be here for a long time. Don't cry. It's not as though I'm going to kill you. Your royal remains aren't anywhere near as valuable as you are. If you disappear, so do the humans coming to fight me. Besides, it'd be a shame to ruin a face this pretty. That's enough talking. You'll be hungry soon, right? Don't bother acting tough. I doubt someone as pampered as you would go more than a few days without food, no matter how stubborn you are. And it'd be a problem if you starved. I'll go find you something to eat. I should be back before it gets dark. Oh, and a word of advice. Don't touch any of my treasures. I'll know if you do, and I'll make sure you regret it.